silence, and I'll lead us in the pledge since Mr. Cameron was absent. Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
A few people are sleeping and then they're now stop. This is what I'm supposed to do.
Clerk, call roll.
Davis. Edge.
Here.
Frank.
Here.
Griffin.
Here.
House.
Here.
McDonald.
Here.
Nault.
Here.
Payne.
Here.
Steiner.
Here.
Waldrop.
Here.
Walker.
Here.
We have a quorum.
First thing we need to do tonight is, everybody get a chance to look over the minutes from the previous meeting is approved them.
Make a motion to approve the minutes?
Motion by Ms. Lee,
Second.
second by Ms. Mary Ann. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Ms. Jeanette, you're up.
Well, good evening. Thank you. Sales tax is being steady. It's up 0.6% over this month last year, about $3,263. The jail tax is up $1,432. Year to date, we're up 1.5 for the county's portion, or $59,000. And the jail for the year to date is up $26,000. Over projections, we're over projections, and I'm thankful for that. So when we set our budget every year, we project the revenues we're coming in from sales tax, along with many others. And so we're above our projections on both sides. Budget is in full swing. I'm thankful to have another employee. Casey is officially ours now instead of Candace. And so thankful, and I feel like we're very blessed. Any questions?
Thank you.
Thank you.
A couple of committee reports. We'll get Dennis to go first with the budget committee.
We had a meeting on the 19th of August. All our members were present. We reviewed the employee liability fund, which began with a $1 million balance under Ordinance 22-11, and currently the fund holds $264,000 approximately. This fund was established to cover employees' accrued vacation and PTO at retirement, ensuring the county operations continue smoothly during unplanned retirements. In the past, department heads had to plan for retirees and their payout for their PTO, and if an unexpected retirement came up, sometimes that really handcuffed the department's operation, because they couldn't hire somebody to replace that person because they're over budget until their budget got corrected. So anyway, that's why we created it. However, when we did that, we did not create a provision to establish, we did not provide a provision allowing the treasurer to regularly replenish the fund. Without one, the fund's estimated to be depleted prior to the 27 budget due to some other retirees and elections. So the committee approved a motion to bring an ordinance to the Quorum Court for approval, allowing the treasurer to transfer money from the general fund into the employee liability fund as needed to maintain a $500,000 balance. And you'll see that tonight on the agenda. Judge Liddy discussed preliminary plans for a county annex building on Church Street between 5th and 6th Street, and David Stoltz updated the committee on cost upgrades for tornado sirens, but is still waiting on more information on different options. The next meeting is scheduled for October 23rd at 3:30 at the county courthouse to review elected official budgets requests for the 26th fiscal year.
Thank you, Dennis. Any questions for Dennis? Next, well, we had an environmental committee meeting prior to this meeting, so Bob, are you ready to give a little update on what that meeting,
Well,
covered there?
we discussed everything, the water, trash, everything, and we all came to agreement that it would stop, and everybody was happy with that. We're waiting for one water report from a well that's being tested, and when I get back, I'm gonna get with the county judge, and we're gonna go over it and see the difference between the two water, and we're gonna go from there.
Any questions for Dennis? I think someone was in that meeting. Any questions for him on that? All right, thank you, Dennis. Or Bob, excuse me.
That's right. I was
Well, I was thinking of Dennis already on my next move. We'll get Dennis to he went to the AAC conference. We'll get him to give us a little update on what he may have learned there.
The AAC, that's the Association of Arkansas Counties, and my quorum court members elected me to be the representative again. There was over 900 attendees with 64 counties participated. I joined in 3 general sessions and 4 breakouts for the quorum courts and local government. The topics included handling crisis communications, Act 848's AI, artificial intelligence policy requirement, a joint legislative committee on prison overcrowding and county jail overflow, quorum court powers reviewed by Attorney Jason Owens, Amendment 55, and updates on the freedom of FOIA and open meetings. In the crisis communications, Mark Weaver, a lawyer and a crisis communication pro, spoke on the importance of proper responses during media emergency. For instance, a charge of sexual harassment or a DUI involving a county employee. Basically, a response of no comment is perceived as we're guilty. So he provided this handout, and that's what these cards are. I got one for all of you to review, hang on to if you ever have to respond to someone like Chris here or a constituent about some situation going on. Act 848 was artificial intelligence policy. The AAC team, legal team, drafted language for the county employee handbook to meet Act 848's requirements. The personnel committee needs to review this, and the quorum court must approve it, and it's in your handouts that I gave to you. The prison breakout. The Protect Arkansas Act of 2023 is projected to require an additional 1,500 to 2,000 beds in the state by 2040, and that's because of the required time that people who are convicted have to spend in prison. The state reports that over 1,400 beds have been added since 23, but many county jails are experiencing overcrowding, according to Sebastian County Sheriff Hope Runyon. Runyon stated that since 2016, counties have increased capacity by more than 3,000 beds with voter-approved tax measures. So basically, the county constituents are having to cover things that the state should be covering. So that's what part of this meeting was all about, this legislation hearing. A significant part of the discussion proposed a 3,000-bed prison in Franklin County near Charleston, Arkansas. Some residents oppose the facility, and according to Senator Brian King, an insufficient infrastructure at the site presents substantial cost. Although a majority of the legislators support a building of a new prison, they differ on how to proceed. The preliminary estimated cost for the completion was $825 million in 23. That's probably higher now. Congress previously allocated $405 million for the project, but did not pass a $750 million bill during the 25 session intended to fund its completion. So basically, the Congress has to quit kicking the can down the road and come to a conclusion. Quorum court powers. Arkansas Constitution Amendment 55, ratified in 72, revised the county government structures and powers. It established the quorum court as the county's legislative body, granted broad legislative authority, and defined its composition. It also clarified the roles and powers of the county judge and other county officers. While the judge resides over the court without a vote, he does have veto power. The court has authority to set elected officials' salaries, fill vacancies in elected county offices, and can override a judge's veto with a 60% of total membership. In this court, that would be 7 votes. Subsection 14-14805, titled Powers Denied, outlines 13 specific actions denied to the quorum court and I suggest, again, you check the readouts that's in your handouts. The last break, sorry that this thing's a long meeting. Will Olson talked about he's a Deputy Attorney General. He gave a very detailed dive into the new FOIA and open meetings regulations with a 65-page PowerPoint presentation. In the interest of finishing this report in a timely manner, I will not be reviewing that document here. I did send you all the presentation. If anyone needs a printed copy because they can't access a PowerPoint on their laptops, Trish said she would make you guys a copy. And next year's convention will be August 12th through the 14th in Hot Springs, Arkansas.
Thank you, Dennis. Any questions for Dennis? Yes, ma'am. Please stand up when I call you. Please stand up for me.
I can do that.
Yeah.
Hi, my name's Debbie. I was just wondering, can we get a copy of that, or can I just,
Of what?
of what you just read?
This?
Uh-huh. Because I was trying to take notes and I couldn't get it quite all.
I got it on my laptop.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's all.
Okay. Up next, we're going to get a little airport presentation from Taylor. I know he's looking forward to this tonight. But,
Always.
he always does a good job regardless.
All right. Good evening. So, since assuming the role of director, I have focused on advancing safety, accessibility, and growth at Baxter County Airport. On safety, we have completed the PAPI project, installed video monitoring and recording systems to control every gate access into the airport, and we have purchased a specialized sweeper to eliminate foreign object debris from aircraft operational areas. For accessibility, we are planning informational articles to improve public relations and create awareness to our community. We're looking at ways to continue to explore and expand partnerships with local schools, colleges, and vocational programs to create opportunities in aviation education, flight training, and career pipeline development. This not only serves our youth, but also reinforces our airport's role as a community asset. This past year, the airport hosted as many as 300 plus students, and we would like to see that number grow in the next coming year. On growth, our hangars are still coming along. The finish date keeps getting pushed back, but as of right now, we're looking at another 2 months until completion. By creating additional hangar space, we can attract more based aircraft and general aviation businesses while increasing revenue to lead to self-sufficiency and improve our services. Recently, we were approved to begin working on our Phase 1 design for a taxiway rehabilitation to lead into the bigger portion, Phase 2, which is a mill and relay that should take place in 2026, 2027. This outside funding will continue to create jobs, to hire contractors to drive our local economy, contributing to the millions of dollars of impact to the region. In summary, I'm immensely proud of what has been achieved at the Baxter County Airport, from safety upgrades to consistent operational performance, but this is only the beginning. A more robust airport invites new businesses, supports tourism, and anchors future industrial growth. With bold investments in infrastructure, hangars, navigation, and partnerships with educational and economic development entities, I believe we can transform our airport into a leading catalyst for growth in North Central Arkansas. Thank you. Any questions?
Any questions for Taylor? Thank you, Taylor.
Okay.
And Gerald, I'm going to go ahead and let you pigtail off to Taylor there because I think you want to follow up with some things. If you can give us a couple minutes there, we'll let you go ahead and get over with.
Thank you, Judge. Sure. For those who don't remember, I'm Gerald Gage, tonight representing the local aviation community and local airport users. Those of you who follow the airport closely, like Justices Waldrop and Nault, know that I also serve as the Airport Support Network volunteer for the Baxter County Airport from the Aircraft Owners and Pilots Association, a global organization representing general aviation activity. So I've been in contact with some of you personally over the last year or so, and with all of you by email and written communications. In fact, all of you have an invitation for a local flight over the county, and only one of you has taken up that opportunity. Justice House, you're willing to fly along anytime, and
Only if the headphones work.
of course, the rest of you, well, I assured you after that, we turned that switch on in the back, so you're good back there. So the rest of you still have certificates to go for a flight anytime you'd like. In the role of Airport Support Network volunteer for the airport,
I work on two main issues. First, to make sure the community recognizes the value that aviation and the airport delivers to the county and its citizens. And second, I bring the body of knowledge for aviation and airport operations from the entire country to Baxter County to assist the judge and the management team in making the airport the best it can be in serving our community. Over the past few years, Taylor and I have cooperated on a number of issues, including education and training events at the airport for pilots and for local communities and students. Taylor mentioned some of them. We also have created together a public relations effort to communicate the specific mission benefits of the airport and aviation and what they bring to Baxter County. With the school district growing the aviation science and aerospace industry career curriculum, Taylor and airport tenants host 2 student interns each semester for airport management and operations. Taylor also presents at Career Day at the schools, representing all kinds of aviation industry careers. And with the Leading Edge Aviation Foundation pilots and aircraft in our area, Taylor assists in hosting regular class field trips to visit the airport. He mentioned that, some 300 students last year, and we expect regular class visits to be scheduled by our science and math teachers later on this year. All of this activity is backed up by the Leading Edge Aviation Foundation with local aviation career education scholarships for interested students. Just in the last 2 years, we've funded $30,000 towards students to go on to education in aviation for aerospace and aviation careers. So I commend Taylor and Judge Liddy for their support of these efforts and for the bright future that our airport currently enjoys. And I'm grateful to bring my own experience to join with you as we seek to create the best results for the county and its airport. And I would close by saying, Taylor, besides your magnificent tax assessors and collectors in Baxter County, Taylor may run the only department that brings revenue into the county. And for that, he deserves a great deal of praise. Any comments or questions for me? Thank you,
Gerald.
Judge Liddy, for the opportunity.
You bet. Thank you. Gerald brings a lot of expertise to the airport. I know he brings a lot of knowledge to Taylor, and we sure appreciate it. So with that, let's get into the new business tonight. First item is an ordinance appropriating fees and reimbursements, sponsored by Miss Mary Ann to the Sheriff's Office.
Appropriation ordinance number 2025-blank, be it enacted by the Quorum Court of Baxter County, State of Arkansas, an ordinance to be entitled, an ordinance appropriating fees and reimbursements in the amount of $23,512.46 received in the month of July to the Sheriff's Office 2025 budget.
You've heard the reading. Do we have a motion?
So moved.
Motion by Miss Mary Ann.
Second.
Second by Mr. Dennis. Any questions? Clerk, call roll. Second by Miss Mary Ann. Yeah.
Edge,
Yes.
Frank,
Yes.
Griffin,
Yes.
House,
Yes.
McDonald,
Yes.
Nault,
Yes.
Payne,
Yes.
Steiner,
Yes.
Waldrop,
Yes.
Walker,
Yes.
ten yea, 0 nay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Say it has. Okay. So, appropriation ordinance number 2025-41 is approved.
Very good.
I'm good, I'm fine. We'll be good to him in 20 minutes.
No.
Okay.
I would say we're keeping school on this side over here.
I'll do it. Item number 2, sponsored by Mr. Eddie Griffin, is an ordinance appropriating funds in the juvenile services budget.
Appropriation ordinance number 2025 blank. Be it enacted by the Quorum Court of Baxter County, State of Arkansas, an ordinance to be entitled, an ordinance appropriating funds in the amount of $2,508.50 from County General Fund 1,000 into Juvenile Services 2025 budget.
You've heard the reading. Do we have a motion?
Motion to approve.
Motion by Mr. Eddie, second by Ms. Mary Ann. Any questions? Clerk call roll.
Frank,
Yes.
Griffin,
Yes.
House,
Yes.
McDonald,
Yes.
Nault,
Yes.
Payne,
Yes.
Steiner,
Yes.
Waldrop,
Yes.
Walker,
Yes.
Edge,
Yes.
10 yea, 0 nay. Appropriation ordinance number 2025-42 is approved.
You got this, girl. No, I'm just kidding. That's right. Make it a red and 21.
Item number 3, sponsored by the Budget Committee, is an ordinance to amend ordinance number 2022-11.
Ordinance number 2025-blank. Be it enacted by the Quorum Court of Baxter County, State of Arkansas, an ordinance to be entitled, an ordinance to amend ordinance number 2022-11, an ordinance to establish an employee liability fund, and to authorize the county treasurer to replenish the employee liability fund as needed.
You've heard the reading. Do we have a motion?
Move to adopt.
Motion by Ms. Mary Ann.
Second.
Second by Ms. Shannon. Any questions? Okay. I'll just give you kind of an overview of that. That fund was set up, was it 2022? When that fund was set up? We put $1 million in it when we had some of the COVID money. And, of course, it's used to buy out sick leave. But what really hurt that fund was when we paid out the salaried employees sick time that they shouldn't have been earning it, but what it cost us about $300,000, a little over, to buy out their sick time, Janae. So that's what really hurt that fund, when we had to buy out the, we were letting salaried employees earn sick time and they shouldn't have been, so we had to buy that out, or we chose to buy that out back, I don't know, sometime this year. So that really hurt that fund. But anyway, if we can keep it replenished, we'll never get as low as we are now, and it'll keep us in good shape on that fund. So.
I have a question.
Any other questions?
When it started, it was $1 million, and
Yeah.
now you're going to keep it at 500. Is that okay?
We, back in June of '22, we discussed not needing $1 million sitting in that fund, because we came to that $1 million fund because we looked at every employee we had, and what if they all left at the same time? That wasn't going to happen.
1.8 million is what that amounts to.
Pardon?
If everyone left on the same day, it'd be 1.8 million.
Well,
Yeah.
that's why we put $1 million in, but then we talked about it and didn't feel we needed to keep $1 million there, so we reduced it to 500,000. We also talked at the time about replenishing it, but we didn't act on it. That did not give our treasurer, Janae, the authority to move money. The Quorum Court has to do that, so that's what we're trying to do today.
Okay, thank you.
But as long as we replenish it at 500 every time it goes below, well, there's always going to be 500 sitting there, and we don't need $1 million sitting there. So.
Okay.
Any other questions? Clerk call roll.
Griffin,
Yes.
House,
Yes.
McDonald,
Yes.
Nault,
Yes.
Payne,
Yes.
Steiner,
Yes.
Waldrop,
Yes.
Walker,
Yes.
Edge,
Yes.
Frank,
Yes.
10 yeas and 0 nays. Ordinance number 2025-43 is approved.
I don't know much about it. Because I can't speak about it, but anyway. Okay. Item number 4, sponsored by Mr. Eddie Griffin, is an ordinance to establish the estate trust fund and to declare emergency.
Ordinance number 2025-blank. An ordinance to establish the Escheated Estate Trust Fund on the books of Baxter County, Arkansas, for operation of said fund and to declare an emergency.
Okay. Heard the reading. Do we have a motion?
Motion to approve.
Motion by Mr. Eddie,
Second.
second by Ms. Mary Ann. Any questions?
Get a little more detail on that.
Stand up here, please. Introduce yourself.
Donnie Huffine, could we get a little more detail on that?
Yes, I think Ms. Janae can probably explain it a little better than me. I understand what we're doing, but I think she can explain it better than I can.
So the county clerk, circuit clerk, has some escheated, is that how you say that, David? Escheated trust funds that have not been claimed, and they have to be kept on the county's books, and she has paid them over to me to hold. And so this fund sets that up for it to sit there and hold until after 7 years from the date of the death of the decedent, sorry, then it will go back into county general at that time if it's not claimed by law.
And there's been some funds sitting there we haven't done that with. So. Any other questions? Clerk, call roll.
House,
Yes.
McDonald,
Yes.
Nault,
Yes.
Payne,
Yes.
Steiner,
Yes.
Waldrop,
Yes.
Walker, Edge,
Yes.
Frank,
Yes.
Griffin.
Yes.
With 10 yeas and 0 nays, ordinance number 2025-44 is approved.
Item number 5, sponsored by Ms. Mary Ann, is an ordinance to establish a coroner's building fund.
Ordinance number 2025-blank. Be it enacted by the Quorum Court of Baxter County, State of Arkansas, an ordinance to be entitled, an ordinance to establish a coroner's building fund and an annex building fund, and to declare an emergency.
You've heard the reading. Do you have a motion?
Move to adopt.
Motion by Ms. Mary Ann,
Second.
second by Ms. Shannon. Any questions?
Yeah, Judge, I tried to explain what an declared emergency was, and I don't know if I messed it up or not when I was trying to explain that. Could you explain it to me so I'd know the difference, and people out here in the audience would know the difference, too, or what that means?
I hope I can do this right. It keeps us from going through 3 readings and
Well,
go ahead and move the money because it's in the general fund. Part of it's in the coroner's budget already, the $75,000 that we put there, but we're all, being that we're working towards building a coroner's building, we're going to move it over to this fund along with the first payment from the hospital on the old health department. So that's where that other $299,000 came from right there. And does that explain it? It just lets
Yeah,
us,
I kinda had it.
we can take action tomorrow and
90%
complete it, and kind of like completing the transaction tomorrow.
Okay, good, okay, thank you.
Any other questions? Clerk, call roll.
McDonald,
Yes.
Nault,
Yes.
Payne,
Yes.
Steiner,
Yes.
Waldrop,
Yes.
Walker,
Yes.
Edge,
Yes.
Frank,
Yes.
Griffin,
Yes.
House.
Yes.
10 yeas and 0 nays, ordinance number 2025-45 is approved.
Item number 6, sponsored by Mr. Cameron, is an ordinance reappropriating the funds of the amount of $75,000 from the coroner's building fund. I thought that was in the last one, but they're two separate ordinances. But this kind of ties that other one to the one we just read. But anyway, go ahead.
Reappropriation ordinance number 2025-blank. Be it enacted by the Quorum Court of Baxter County, State of Arkansas, an ordinance to be entitled, an ordinance reappropriating funds in the amount of $75,000 from County General Fund 1,000 into the Coroner's Building Fund 2025 budget.
Further reading, do you have a motion?
Motion to approve?
Motion by Ms. Lisa, second by Ms. Mary Ann. Any questions? Clerk call roll.
Nault,
Yes.
Payne,
Yes.
Steiner,
Yes.
Waldrop,
Yes.
Walker, Edge,
Yes.
Frank,
Yes.
Griffin,
Yes.
House,
Yes.
McDonald,
Yes.
10 yea, 0 nay, reappropriation ordinance number 2025-46 is approved.
Item number 7 is sponsored by Mr. Cameron, is a resolution to grant a conservation easement.
And I Resolution number 2025-blank. A resolution to grant a conservation easement to the Arkansas Historic Preservation Program for the Casey House. Whereas the Casey House, located at 1500 Arena Drive, Mountain Home, Arkansas, is in need of repair. And whereas Baxter County has been awarded a historic preservation restoration grant from the Arkansas Historic Preservation Program to provide financial assistance to make repairs. And whereas the conditions for this financial assistance is the conveyance of a preservation conservation easement on the building known as the Casey House at 1500 Arena Drive. And whereas the preservation conservation easement allows Baxter County to retain ownership and possession of this historic landmark while granting the Arkansas Historic Preservation Program the authority to protect the historical and architectural characteristics of the property. Now, therefore, be it resolved by the Quorum Court of Baxter County, Arkansas, that a preservation conservation easement on the building known as the Casey House and the land immediately surrounding it may be conveyed to the Arkansas Historic Preservation Program.
You've heard the reading. Do we have a motion?
Move to adopt.
Motion by Ms. Mary Ann.
Second.
Second by Ms. Lisa. Any questions? Clerk call roll.
Payne,
Yes.
Steiner,
Yes.
Waldrop,
Yes.
Walker, Edge,
Yes.
Frank,
Yes.
Griffin,
Yes.
House,
Yes.
McDonald,
Yes.
Nault,
Yes.
with 10 yeas and 0 nays. Resolution number 2025-23 is approved.
Item number 8, sponsored by Mr. Dennis and Ms. Lisa, is a resolution confirming an appointment in the Midway Fire Protection District.
Resolution number 2025-blank. A resolution confirming the appointment of William Hardicus by the county judge to the Midway Fire Department, to the Midway Fire Protection District Board of Commissioners. Now, therefore, it be resolved by the Quorum Court of Baxter County, Arkansas, that the following member of the Midway Fire Protection District Board of Commissioners, having been appointed by the county judge to fill the unexpired term of Lindsay Oliver, set to expire November 2025, is hereby confirmed by the Quorum Court. William Hardicus. The resolution shall be in full force and effect from and after its passage and approval.
Further reading. Do we have a motion?
Move to adopt.
Motion by Mr. Bob, second by Miss Mary Ann. Any questions? Clerk call roll. Oh, yes, sir. Stand up here, please.
I have, this came up, I didn't know it was coming up. Mr. Carmichael, I had a quick question if I may.
Is it with this resolution that we just read?
It has to do with the airport.
Okay, just hold off just a minute, okay?
Sure.
Okay. Any questions with this resolution? Clerk call roll.
Steiner,
Yes.
Waldrop,
Yes.
Walker, Edge,
Yes.
Frank,
Yes.
Griffin,
Yes.
House,
Yes.
McDonald,
Yes.
Nault,
Yes.
Payne,
Yes.
10 yea, 0 nay. Resolution number 2025-24 is approved.
That concludes our agenda for tonight. Sir, if you want to step up and introduce yourself, you can go ahead with that question.
Thank you. My name is Ray Ochoa, and I was a resident of Midway for like 2 years, and I'm going back there next month. I bought a new home. The issue I wanted to talk about, when I was in Vietnam, I was a commander, and there was I was in charge of crash rescue operations for an airport. And during that time, what concerns me, and every time I drive by, is I don't see any fire trucks training. I don't see any local police. I don't see any coordination or anything. If there's an accident there with one of those huge jets, or even the small jets, I don't see anything being done.
We hope Midway's prepared, aren't they? Somewhat prepared, as prepared as they can be.
Yeah. So that kind of concerns me. I just finished my EMT, and they had all this at ASU, and they had all these different programs and crash rescue things and where things go, and it refreshed my recollection. And like I said, I get nervous every time I go by that airport.
I'll let Taylor speak on behalf of that. He knows more about with the fire department out there.
So August 5th, we had a safety meeting with OEM, the sheriff's office, the fire protection district, and basically what we did is we kind of tabletop things in a case of an emergency where these emergency vehicles are going to be staged. Midway does have an ARF truck, which is aircraft rescue and firefighting. We purchased half of that with Midway back in, I think it was last year, 2024. But there is one certified ARF volunteer, and I think he's with Grover District, but Midway is trained to perform the aircraft rescue and firefighting. So
we have a little assistance right close by, and then Mountain Home is also trained in some more things that our volunteer fire departments is not. So.
Is there a timetable for that training? That's my last question.
It's August 5th.
Yeah,
we had training on August 5th, but as far as the next tabletop date has not been set yet. So if you want to shoot me over your email, I can inform you when that takes place.
All right. Thank you, Taylor. Anything else before we entertain a motion to adjourn? With that, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Move to adjourn.
Second.
Motion to adjourn by Mr. Dirk, second by Mr. Bob. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Meeting is adjourned.